Good morning from tropical southeast Ecuador. It's time to do a quick update on the humble homestead. As some of you know, I had lived in the Fruithaven 1 community house for a while, which is a few hundred meters down the hill that way. But I need my own place. So things are progressing in here bit by bit. As I got the money and time to do some minor improvements. We already saw the solar system in a previous video with my inverter, charge controller, and yeah, just got that set up very recently. My bed where I sleep. This is my yoga mat made of cardboard. Lest anyone think I'm obscenely rich or anything like that. The camp kitchen over here, basically it's got a cutting board, knives, all the basic stuff, and the nice thing about it is it closes and it locks for when I'm not here, just in case I'm worried someone's going to steal a knife, which I don't think would happen anyways. But here are my lovely cacti. Beautiful. Just enjoying that they're not getting rained on because they're cacti and they don't like that. So, yeah, these are just beautiful. I have a mini desert. Anyways, my sink over here, which does not have a counter yet, but we are going to put the counter soon on this thing right here. And it's going to be great when I finally have a counter. Stocking up on liquid propane gas for the next apocalypse. Also, while it's still subsidized right now, it's like $2.50 to fill one of those. Insanely cheap. Anyways, over here we got the bathroom. Wait, that's not the bathroom. It's the bathroom. Looks like there's a bathtub about ready to be put in, because one of my dreams has always been to take hot baths on a cool jungle morning. The wind does make it slightly cool up here. So the shower is the same as it was in the last update video, but it's going to change soon. And then this is the compost toilet room with a compost toilet unit, very beautiful, and a bucket of biochar, aka crushed charcoal, that we actually put in the compost toilet bucket, followed by sawdust, very important. So you have your delicious, delicious compost. And the door, which I don't think I had in some previous videos. Right. So I was thought of making one of those cool, rustic-looking stone bathtubs, but that's cost a lot more money to do than just buying a $50 throw-in unit. Here we got my LPG hot water heater, runs off gas. However, the nice thing about these is you can convert them to run off of biogas if you need to in the future, or syngas. So in the future, when I have some alternate ecotech fuel production method, maybe I'll convert that. This was going to be the roofing material for my house, which I was going to build right here, but I've since been using the roofing for a whole bunch of other stuff that I've gotten to first. And I'll probably just buy new roofing for the house because we'll use this for other projects. In the meantime, this is my giant 300-gallon international bulk container, IBC. What am I going to use it for? Gasoline. Why? Because, well, in third world countries, they aren't always the most politically stable. Maybe once every few years there's a gasoline shortage or a national strike or shutdown, and I want to be prepared for any apocalypse that might come my way. So I'm going to have gasoline stored in a large tank. It's going to be awesome. And of course it's not going to go right next to the house. I'm going to put it all the way over there with a special roof over it. I haven't hooked up this high-density polyethylene reservoir tank yet, but the only purpose it will serve is just a little backup water, just in case the running water we have from the stream shuts off. I'm going to have the tank located up there to provide a bit more gravity-powered water to the house in case my current water system stops working for a little bit. I have time to fix it, and I still have water in the meantime. These are the tiles that are going to go around my bathtub. The person who picked them out has very good taste. Those of you who are interested in water filtration, well, obviously the water that comes from the stream is pretty clean, but it has a bit of sediment in it. So I put in this activated carbon block filter, but unfortunately it got blocked very quickly, and I realized I needed what's called a spin-down filter. If you search spin-down filter, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to install a spin-down filter first, all the way at the start of the system, that will catch most of the sediment, and then the carbon block filter will do what it's supposed to do, which is get any little bits remaining. And of course, the carbon block will take out any VOCs from the pipe, like any of that plastic taste that remains. The carbon block should take that all out. So I just don't have it in right now in the filter housing right now because there's too much sediment. It'll get blocked up too quickly. I'm gonna enjoy this coconut in a few minutes. Drink it all for breakfast, and yeah, there's a lot of old like olive cans and other cans I use as candle holders and target practice. The red flesh dragon fruit is getting bigger every day. I really think it grew like 3 inches overnight. You can see at the end of my pond there, I finally got the drainage pipe in, so that means I can empty it. So that means I can also fill it, which will be great. I can grow some kangkong and other aquatic... Did I say that right? I can grow some kangkong and some other aquatic greens. Maybe have some little ducks swimming around in there going quack, 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 quack. Some rescue ducks. You know, some ethical vegans are even against the idea of animal sanctuaries. Apparently it's unethical to have animals in any way. So the most hardcore of the ethical vegans will be offended by the next video where I talk about that. Ducks and other animals. That pipe, I'm going to put a cap on it, and then it kind of goes under the ground, and then it comes out into the next pond over there. You maybe can't really see it that well, but there's a big opening over there that's dug out to either side, and there's a T right there, which you also can't see in the camera that well. But anyways, it's going to be another smaller pond. I don't really know what I'm going to do with them, but we'll see. Probably quack, 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 quack. So I got to just fill in the trench and put in the water line. And yeah, some of you might be wondering, why are you using toxic PVC pipes as your drainage? Well, here's the problem. The other kinds are expensive and okay, so there's less toxic types of plastic like HDPE, but that's very expensive and much harder to work with. And I could use steel, galvanized steel, but that's very expensive and hard to do fittings for. And there's just a lot of other options that just cost a lot more money. And this is pretty much almost the only place I use PVC in the entire property, except for the drainage for the drainage for the bathroom sink and stuff. So hopefully it's not going to affect things too much. Try to minimize that PVC. I didn't even use PVC for the cold water plumbing. I used HDPE and polypropylene, which are much less toxic. Back in the day, we would have used copper, but stealth inflation has made copper a lot more expensive, and really copper is very expensive. Someday I hope to put copper in for everything, because obviously you can even have toxicity issues with copper, but I think it's safer than the plastics. But for now, I try to use the safest plastics I can for the plumbing, which is polypropylene and HDPE, even for cold water. A lot of people will cheap out and use PVC for cold water. I don't agree with that, for the record. Stay away from PVC as much as you can. Nasty stuff. I hope you all enjoyed this humble homestead update video. See you all next time.